Hello everybody, this is Carol from Friendly Quail. I'm here today to do some of my bird journal challenge. These are the things that I'm doing with Anna from Made by Granath. So I will have her link to her channel in the description below so you can go and check out what she's doing. And she's probably a lot further along than I am because I haven't made a video for a week because of Hurricane Milton and having tons of people at my house, and I've been very busy. So anyway, these are the things that we had decided we were doing, and if you are playing along, make sure you use hashtag Bird Journal Challenge when you post. And I did make a video working on my a writing board, and I have that finished now. You flip it like this to write on so that this doesn't get in your way. But that I like how that turned out. And I've so now let's see, and I'll be doing a Try Something New Tuesday video as well, and it'll have something for my bird journal challenge. So today what I'm going to be doing is none of these things on here at all, but things that I need to do in my in each of my signatures. So I have the signatures, and I've got some things that I'm going to be gluing in, and pockets and things like that. So let's see if I can make sure that my art glitter glue is ready. Okay. On this page, because this isn't the book that the journal is made out of, but it had birds. The journal was about a war, and I really didn't want to put that on there. So I'm looking at covering some of this up with some Edith Holden. So I think what I'm going to do is put this on first, and kind of put it underneath like this. Then I can put this one on. I do have these all cut out, and I have distressed the edges. See if I can do that. So this will be kind of, when you open it up, you'll see this on your first page, since I'm not putting the first page of the war book in. Okay, now let's see. Okay. All right. And then what I did do, though, is took the copyright date of 1916 and put it on a card. And I'm going to glue that on the bottom of the page. I got a little behind on this, and trying to catch up. Like I said, I'm kind of a pokey worker on any day, but Anna's probably way ahead of me. And then I have the poem that was right with this page that I'm going to put in, and I cut it into two parts, and it's going to be put on like this, so I can put that on. And gotta have me some Edith Holden. And I was doing my pages. I didn't pull any Edith Holden out, and I thought, oh, how could I do that? You can't make a journal without Edith Holden if it's a nature type journal. Okay, this one going down, one more, and then I'll have that page layout done. So I hope you're all doing well, and that if you were impacted by the storms that went through, because we had 2 hurricanes in 2.5 weeks, which is like, I think, a first. And the second one hit right where I live. So luckily though, we just had trees down and stuff. But my house is good. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so that is my opening page. Here you'll have this page from one of my bird books, and then you'll open this up and you'll see this. Now I also am, and this is not distressed, I fussy cut a card. And just distressing the edges a little bit. It's pretty stiff, so I think it'll work with the sticky note. Hopefully I won't bend it too much. This was something that came in with the things that my friend Pamela gave me. Well, we're bartering. I'm giving her journals. Okay, and this I'm going to put on as a pocket, probably like that. So I'm just going to put glue along this bottom. And this side. So it's kind of a tuck space more than a pocket, basically. So I can go in from the side too. And put that down. Yeah, I had it a little crooked. Luckily I could straighten it out. Okay. So that'll have a journal card in. Now I can probably put that back on there. Okay. Thought that these flowers went well with this and the bird. Okay, and then we have this and this. Have a page that's grid paper, graph paper. There we go. Okay. Let's see what else I have in here, because I know I have more than one thing. Okay. Now this is a pocket that I made in my 12 Days of Pockets. And it needs to be distressed. This was made from a calendar page, a calendar of birds. You can kind of see the calendar page inside. See it? Some of the lines and the dates and things. I should have distressed this. I'm going to stick a piece of paper in there. And so I can distress that edge. I'm using my walnut stain distress. Okay, get this part done. And then that is a little pocket as well, a little side pocket. And this one's going to get glued in, even though the back is okay. I'm going to glue this in. So we'll get the glue on the bottom and the two sides. And in fact, there's a pocket there. I'm not going to have a pocket behind it. I'm just going to put the whole thing on, I think. Give me your glue. Get back here. Because you could make it a double pocket, but I've already got a pocket on the front, and it could get too bulky. So there we are. Get that glue on there. And I'm going to put it a little bit down into the right side to make it easier to get the stuff in it. Okay. And that is signature 1. Put that aside. Here's 2. I think on some of these I'm going to put like a coffee dye paper or something on it too, so you have more writing space. So I don't need all the war stuff. This one, I still have to finish this tag. It's not sewn. I have nothing on the top, but I made this in my Try Something New with the texture paste, and I put a little bird on it, and that's so I made a journal card, which needs to be backed to write on, and I put bird's eggs on it, and because it had that was some Tim Holtz paper as well. So I am going to put this pocket here, and I'll have to finish that before I can put it in the book. But they both have texture paste on, and so they're going together. Okay, and I'm making this into I can glue this whole thing down. This paper is kind of a little bit fragile. So I've got the pocket on the front. I don't need to have 2 pockets for this one either. Much as I get tempted, sometimes it gets way too bulky. That's why I put less signatures in than Anna does. And she doesn't get as bulky as I do. In more ways than one. Okay. All right. So that'll go in there. This will be in that pocket. But I have to finish that. Okay. To make sure that's stuck down. Seems like it's not enough glue under there. Under that edge. Okay. And I love how that turned out with the texture paste, and I just put the little birdie on it. Fussy cut. Okay, this is a page that is a flip. So this is going to go on here. I need to make a little mark or something, like how... Where's my pencil? Oh, I had it right here. Here it is. I'm going to make a little mark here. That's about where the glue needs to go on to. Yeah. And then I'm going to put glue on it. Yeah, that's the side. And while this is from a book, it's not from a bird book, but I thought that the thing on the front, and I'll point it out, looks like a bird. Kind of like a goose or a swan or something. Okay, this thing. right there. All right. Am. No. Come on. A little bit over. You can do it. There. And if you're a bird watcher, you might use binoculars. Probably not a telescope, though. But that way it's not too far over. It won't be caught in here. And I do like the bird. It's actually like a hand making a bird head. Like there's fingers or something. You know, doing this. Yeah, I think so. Okay, and this side is going to get this page from a bird book that talks about all the different parts of the bird. Again, I have to mark about where I need to put the glue to. Okay. I think I can just put that on without yeah, that's where it goes. Without marking both sides. So where and what's going on? What are you guys working on right now? If you're not working on a bird journal, let me know. Are you going to be doing some Christmas journals? I plan to do some Christmas journals, but I'll tell you, Anna showed the books that she wants to make into Christmas journals, and I thought, oh my goodness, is she ambitious. This is just the right height here. But I would love to see all of them made into a journal. There we go. So now that page is in there. Okay. I think that was right from the middle. I didn't put anything sideways. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, and then this. And here is a pocket that I made in 12 Days of Pockets using some. It's the same thing that's the picture that's on my writing board on the back. But this was vellum from Tim Holtz. And I put it on a time card. And I'm going to glue that in as a pocket. And I did the, you'll see it later, the napkin covered time card cut down. It had feathers, the napkin that had the feathers on it. And I put some real feathers on that. And that will go in here. But I have to finish it, so you'll see that later. Let's get this pocket in here, though. All right. So we have more feathers. Okay, and that is signature 2. This one, I actually think I'm going to put this right on this front page. This is one that I made in a Try Something New Tuesday. And it's got 4, actually more. I could put something behind here if I wanted to. But I've got this, another one here, another one here, and another one here, and I think that's plenty of pockets. So I'm going to glue this whole thing down, and especially because it's going to be the first page of a signature. And I'm going to see how it works. Haven't really done that much before, where I put it on the first page. This one is made out of scrapbook paper, so it's not super thick, even though it's got all of those parts on it. But it'll be thick enough that I'll be like, oh, am I going to have a gator mouth again? Okay. Let's see here. Put that in here. Maybe I'll let that little page number show. Okay. And this will have tiny things in. Okay, we got this page, this page. This is the tuck space. I made this part in a video, and I added this bird on here, fussy cut, and then I added some die cuts and a number. And what I'm going to do with this is put glue right down the middle. And sometimes I put just a little bit on the bottom. And it's going over the edge of a page like this. So I have a tuck spot here, and I have a tuck spot here, and I will have a little card in there. And this has birds on it too. And this one. Right, now this is going to be a flip. I'm going to cut this edge straight. Sorry about that. Oop, I got to turn it around. I decided that I am just going to make it like a little flip. And I'll probably underneath it put something that you can have a writing spot. And I'm going to do all of those on probably off camera on another day. So this is just going to get glued over the edge like this. And then I will put something on this side to make it pretty. So what I want the glue on is this piece right here. It's not real big, but it'll work. And I can put a piece of lace or ribbon or something on there. Okay. And there we go. So I'll put something on here so you can write on it. And then I'll put something on here and probably something on here to write on. Signature 3. Okay, how much time do we have? I've done 24 minutes, so I might not do the whole thing today. This one here, all it has is flip out. It was a map that was in the book. This is one of the pages from the book, and you'll have writing space here and the map, and that flips in. You can write here, you can write here. Okay, and I have a bird book one, and this, and another one of the alcohol ink dyed. Let's see. Right now, I have one pocket to put in on this. This is thicker, too. So this one is vellum again, Tim Holtz vellum. And that one's going in here. Single pocket. Because I will get very bulky with all the different things I'm putting in here. Not that I never put something like that in there, but I just think I know that this is going to be bulky because I have a lot of kind of bulky tags to go in these things. Okay, and there's our chicken scratching. 4. This I have to make into something. I'm going to put it on some paper and then put it here. This is the definition of bird. And I might be cutting it down like here and putting it on a corner. But I had cut that out of a dictionary. So that one's going to get worked on. Well, I'm going to leave it in here so I know where I want to put it. This is going to be a pocket. And I'm going to cut off a little bit on this side because I know that it's too big from where I'm going to cut it off. Sorry about that. And I think I'm going to cut off the bottom. Okay. And I ripped this. And I think what I'll do is cut it off kind of where, I'm sorry, I'm sure I'm out of frame. Put it like this, where the bird ends. I'll line it up with a line on here. This is Edith Holden as well. Okay, so I am going to put it kind of even with the edge, or very close to the edge of the page, but I need to distress. Where I ripped, got a nice little nesting bird. And that's going to go on this page right here. So I'm going to pull it out. And make it into a pocket. When I first started journaling years ago, I mean, I've learned a lot since then. But I used to not have a pocket that didn't have lace and buttons and all that kinds of stuff on. And now I've learned, I've kind of toned it down. I feel like that's a beautiful pocket, just like that. Edith Holden, what more could you want, right? All right. We have a flip. I'm going to see ones here. What do I have for the other side? Maybe I'll put this one here because I like, well, they're both pretty, but I like this one here because we had an eastern bluebird nest where we used to live in Ellington, Florida. We had a box and we had baby birds and it was so much fun. So I am going to figure it's about right here. And I'm going to put that one on this side. We put a mealworm feeder out, and we would put mealworms, and when they wanted, when it was empty, the parent bird, I don't know, mostly the male took care of the babies, feeding them. But the guy, the bird would like wait for us to put more out. It wouldn't be like, I'm waiting here. Where are my mealworms? I have to feed those babies. So that was kind of fun. My sister had that once with a hummingbird feeder. The bird flew right into her face when she came out her back door. It was like right up, like right by her face like that. And she's like, what the heck is going on here? And then she realized it did it like 3 times in a row. She was like, okay, I think maybe my hummingbird feeder is empty. And she went and filled it up. And then the bird went right away and started drinking out of the feeder. And gotta see how much I know I have to take some of this off. Yeah, right here. This will be good. And I'll take about 1/4 inch off the top and the bottom and see how I do. That is perfect. I think I'm going to take and around this corner. Oops, I didn't get it all the way in there. Okay, you can still see wild hyacinths and hedge sparrow nest. Maybe I'll just dress it a little bit. Didn't do that with all of those flips, but this one seems to need it. It wants it. Okay, well, I think it's already been like 33 minutes. I'm going to end for now. I'll glue this in, and then I'll make another video for another day where I finish putting in pockets and flips and things like that. So this will be perfect. So thanks for being with me today. I hope that everybody does something today that they absolutely love to do. It's your secret to happiness. This is Carol from Friendly Quail. Bye.